Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep. And when last we left off, is it just me, or is it a little bit damp down here? That's because we're in the sewers beneath Stonekeep, the final floor of Stonekeep itself. After we get past this area, we'll be heading to somewhere completely different. But we have to get through here first, and to do that, we're going to have to find some items in this waterlogged level. It's a lot easier than you'd think. We need to find the cylinders that control the drainage system so that we can drain the water. It may not seem like we need to drain the water to navigate around here because we can move just fine, but there's another reason as to why we need to get rid of the water. We'll only find that out as we explore. So let us explore around and fill in everywhere in the map that we can. And when we head forward here, we will find a sharga, because there are still sharga down here. And these sharga are a little bit devious. That is because if I was to throw an arrow at one of them, the arrow will sometimes hit and sometimes miss, because the sharga will try to dodge. And occasionally they actually manage to avoid the arrow. Not this time though. This sharga was a little bit rubbish, and so the sharga is dead. Unfortunately, this means that we need to sort of fumble around in the water here, looking for all the items that the sharga dropped. We'll get them later if we miss any of the items, because they'll be easily visible when we drain the water. For now, we're going to continue exploring, and we're going to be very careful of every single corner that we come across, because quite a lot of them have enemies around them, specifically here shargas. The northern area has a lot more of the serpents. So we're going to just drop the Orb of Afri here to confirm that indeed there are 2 shargas waiting around the corner. And it's also revealed that there is a secret area there. I knew of that secret area. There aren't many secret areas in the sewers beneath Stonekeep. We need to move the arrows, I think, a little bit further up, but perhaps another time, because I think I'd have to move every single arrow individually. Hello, how are you? Are you going to come and get me? No, you are not going to come and get me. I'm going to have to wait a little bit, or turn to face you. And then you will give chase. And when you're giving chase, you're not very good at dodging arrows, which works to our benefit. Let's actually grab the arrows here that we threw. There's one of them, and there's the other. Actually, that's not an arrow. That is a healing root. Are we down 1 arrow? We are down an arrow! No, wait, there is a sword. I was about to say that's the arrow, but it's not. There is another healing root. I really want to put that down there and then pick it back up, so it immediately goes into the pile of roots that we have. Let's see. We've gone quite a bit far south, and that's good, because this whole area needs to be explored. We need to defeat you as well. Mainly, we need to get our arrows back. We're down 1, but that's okay, because we have 35 more. You're going to try and dodge, and that did not work. Sometimes they're really good at avoiding them, other times they're a little bit rubbish, like this one here. Well, your inability to dodge is my killing you with arrows, and that's always good. There we go, and we grabbed a few other things as well. We also grabbed that, and there is a sword somewhere around there. I'm going to get that later. Let's keep exploring for now, and go and find that secret area. If you're taking your time in walking down here, it's not hard to find this area, because you can hear the wind billowing through here. Heading north will reveal this secret location, but right now we can't do anything here. That's because there is a lot of water. If we get rid of all the water, we'll be able to do something here that's quite useful. For now, let's just keep exploring and head further into the sewers. And be very mindful of this corner that we're about to face, because this corner, much like the other corner that we encountered, has some shargas around it. But this is not the corner. The corner is here. Silly me, I was 1 step away. Let's turn to face them, and ooh, there's only 1 sharga here. I thought there were 2. That's okay though, we can defeat 1 sharga just as effectively. Ah, there's the other one, and you change to be there. That's okay though, we can throw an arrow at you there. And 1 here, have at thee! And you perished. You're also going to perish in a moment, because I'm going to throw loads of arrows at you. When they're doing that swinging at the air animation, they make no effort to dodge. which to be fair, is beneficial to us. So let's just grab everything that we can here. Nothing there. How many arrows do we have? We have to find at least another 2. Maybe there are 2 up here. Or maybe I'll never find them. Well, there's one thing. That's 1 arrow. Is there something else here? It would seem not. We've lost another arrow, folks. Don't worry, we'll get it back later. For now, we'll just keep heading forward, around this corner, and into the area itself, because right now all we've been navigating is this very long corridor. This leads into the actual southern parts of the sewers. There are quite a lot of shargas here as well, but not there. What about here? Not here either. And there's nothing here at all, but it was worth exploring. Let's be very careful and look to the north, and you'll see a sharga there. Quite a tall sharga. We're going to ignore that one and head this way. Aha! One sharga, while we were looking up there, tried to sneak up on us. And this one is also trying to dodge. There is another one as well. And that one actually managed to dodge. Well played to you. We're going to throw there, however, and you can't dodge if we throw there. You fool! If only you'd have moved to the other side of this narrow corridor, you wouldn't be dead right now. But you are dead. We'll throw like this as well. If you don't throw to the far left or the far right, you can quite reliably hit these shargas. We want to grab all of these arrows back, of course. And hopefully they'll all be here and easy to grab. Otherwise, I might lose all of them. We need to find quite a few more. There is a sword. There is an arrow. We can just pick that up there. So how many more do we need to find? There is a root. That's alright. I can imagine Drake and Farli just fumbling around in the water here trying to find everything. One of the arrows missed, I remember that. Okay, we've got all of the arrows back. Marvellous. Let's keep exploring, shall we? Down here. Any sharga here? No. None here. There's something here, though. We want whatever Drake just hit his foot on. That is the first cylinder. And with that, we're going to head back to the previous floor, because we don't need to be here anymore. We need that cylinder so that we can drain the water. We need 2 of them, however, if memory serves, and the other one is in the other area. So we're going to head back up to the previous floor, and then back down to the sewers, and maybe we'll talk to Wahuka while we're on the way. If Wahuka wants to talk to us, of course. We have many skulls of the dead, and I'm sure we can spare 3 of them. We'll be finding a lot more anyway. Is Wahuka right here, or around the corner? Wahuka is here. Now, will Wahuka appear? Yes.
Give them to me. Give them now.
Okay, we'll give them to you. We'll give them now. The skulls are all here. So if we give 1, and 2, and 3. Is that not one of the skulls that you want? Ah, there we go.
Finally. Here you go.
Thank you. And we now have a key. That key will be useful. We could also add this key to our key ring. It doesn't look much like a key. There's a very particular reason as to why it doesn't look much like a key. I think I've just added it to the key ring. There'll only be one way to find out, and that'll be when we go to that chest and open it. Because that key opens a chest, and we actually have been to the place where the chest is. The problem is, we can't see it because it's currently submerged in water. We want to head to the other stairs now, and it's going to take a little bit of a walk to get there. There is something that we want to get along the way, though. A secret item that I missed the first time around. That will involve a tiny diversion, but it is definitely worth it. It's an item I never found before, but while I was just randomly exploring, I uncovered it. And it's really good. We want to head this way and through here. Or is it not here? Nope, I'm trying to head south way too soon. We'll go round here, and then round this corner, and then we'll head south through the wall. Oh, silly invisible walls, how you vex me sometimes. We're going to head past the place where we got the iron key, and we're going to backtrack over to here. this is where we need to use the cylinders. There's no point in using them now, because we only have one. Here, however, is where I want to be. Right here. But why here? There is nothing here, of course. We defeated all the shargas, and there's nothing hidden in this wall. But there's something hidden here. A scroll. We're going to read this scroll.
This rune is the key to greater power when used in combination with another rune. It is useless without a base rune.
This rune is different to the other runes we've encountered. This is a meta rune. Meta runes alter the properties of other runes. Specifically, this rune makes the rune that you put this on more powerful. Twice as powerful. We're going to be using that rune when we fight one particular enemy. For now, we're just going to head back the way we came, and we're going to go to the other part of the sewers of Stonekeep. We've pretty much found nearly everything that I want to find here. We will be coming back here, of course, if we need to do any healing, but right now we don't need to do any healing. You may think that we've already done most of the difficult stuff in the sewers, but that is not true, because the sewers have a lot more peril left in them, namely the northern part of the sewers. The northern part is very dangerous. Alright, down we go! And we are going to save before we do any level of exploration here, because here are lots of serpents, and the serpents are nasty. Alright, we're ready to go. And explore Oh, there's a serpent! And the serpents have the ability to very quickly swim through the water. That is why I'm so worried about facing them. They're very quick about moving. Fortunately, you could still throw arrows at them. We want to get that arrow back. Where did that arrow end up dropping? There we go. We don't want to lose any more of them after all. It'll be very difficult to find them otherwise. We are looking for another one of these cylinders, and we're going to have to stumble into it much like we did the first one. We're going to be very careful as to where we move, because there we go. Unlike the shargas, it is not obvious where the serpents are, and they can take quite a lot of damage. Have at thee! Fortunately, 1 or 2 arrows normally is enough to kill them. When we encounter multiple of them, however, we may end up doing some fighting in melee. I'd rather avoid that because they have the chance to poison you. Anything over here, or have we gone in one massive circle? We may have gone in a massive circle. Anything over there? It doesn't look like it, so let's... Oh, there is one serpent! Hello! That was a fine bite you made there. Fortunately, these serpents make no effort to dodge the arrows, unlike the shargas, which makes navigating a little bit easier. Alright, nothing here. Excellent. And nothing here. We need to be very careful as to where we explore, and look everywhere. The cylinder could be anywhere. We could stumble upon it down a little alleyway, or in one of the main areas, and I think, yes, we've managed to backtrack completely. That is what happens when there's a loop in a level. You just go around the loop, and then suddenly, oh, you've managed to go back to where you were. We need to turn... is it this way? It's this way. The one downside of the sewers is that it's a little difficult to see where a turn is. But you can figure it out if you're careful. Down here, hello, there's a serpent. We just need to throw this very quickly. Have at thee! And thee was had at. I'm amazed that we can actually hit them when they're in the water. That is some deft throwing there. And they do hurt, although we do have a lot of defensive equipment that makes their attacks a little bit weak. Anything here? Nothing here it would seem. We really want to find that cylinder before we go any further. Let's just head not that way. Is there a way this way? This way. There we go. And there's down. We really don't want to head south if we can avoid it. But
There is something odd about this wall. I believe there is a mechanism for sliding it to the right.
but I don't see the controls here.
How can you tell that? Looks like a normal wall to me.
Keen dwarven senses, my friend. Keen dwarven senses.
Farli is right. We do need to move that bit of wall, but we can't do so right now. So instead, we're going to keep exploring. There is a way to the south that we can go here. And I'm going to cautiously go this way, because there's something you really don't want to meet down here. But it may be this way. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Ah, there's a serpent, though. How are you? Are you well? You're soon going to be dead. There we go. Let's move on, shall we? Anything this way? There may be. Did we have to go that way at all? No, we didn't. We could have just gone that way. But we'd have missed that fight and the potential to gain skills and... Oh, hello! You really should have attacked me. Ah, there's another one. Well played. Sneaking up on me, eh? Fortunately for me, I have as many arrows as I can reach into my magical scroll and pull out, as long as many is about 35. We really need to get those other arrows back. I feel incomplete without that set of arrows completed. Alright, there's another serpent. Hello, how are you? You managed to bite us. Not good, but it was barely any damage. What we really want to do is we really want to avoid here. Maybe I can find a way to get into there at some point. Ah, there's a serpent behind us. And we haven't been using the Orb of Afri to figure this out at all. And you managed to avoid that arrow. But fortunately, we were able to kill you, mostly thanks to Farli. Farli's axe swing there finished it off, which is marvellous. Nothing there, that's fine. Anything round here? The answer is definitely something, because I can hear that serpent. And not... Ah, there's one behind us. We're going to have to fight this one in melee. Fortunately, the serpent is being really passive. That worked to our benefit, I suppose, because we didn't really have to fight that one at all. Anything over here? We must be getting close to where that cylinder is. You'll notice that we had to move a lot less further in on the southern area than we've had to here. This is definitely the more dangerous of the two sections of the sewers. Excellent. One serpent down. Any more serpents? Any behind us? No. Anything here? Also no. And nothing here either. I can hear something going on. And there is another serpent. There may in fact be two. There is only one. That's fine though. We will defeat this one, and then we will miss completely with that arrow. That's okay. Melee did just fine. Let's go get that arrow back, shall we? We heard something around here. Probably another serpent. Let's go up here first. Oh, there is that serpent. And there are two serpents. We need to move away from two. Two is a lot of serpents to face. Where have they gone? I have no idea where those serpents have gone. There they've gone! You went completely the wrong way if you wanted to fight us. We went down there and you just went round the corner. That was silly of you. We're going to have to fight you in melee, aren't we? Yep, one hit there, one hit here. Two. I have no idea. Oh, you moved a bit closer. Now you're going to try and bite us. You really should have been doing that earlier. They do take quite a... Oh, there is another one. Sneaky serpent that you are. Have an arrow. And have an arrow as well. Excellent. We really need to recover all of our arrows. We used quite a lot there. Are they over here? One... Any more? They aren't here. Are we 2 arrows down now? Or are the arrows over here? Did they go in this direction? Oh, well, there's a serpent or 2, or 5 there. Oh dear. This is bad. We definitely need to back up here. A lot of serpents is a lot of trouble. We probably just need to make a note of, hey, there are lots of arrows over here that we need to recover. I think we'll have to do that on the map. We did gain something, though. We just gained a point of agility, which is awesome. Let's just mark on the map that there are lots of arrows here. We're going to have to recover them when the water is gone. The water will be gone eventually. Alright, cautious exploration. There's another pair of serpents. No! We are not going to be facing a pair of them. Let's just throw some more arrows, shall we? And an arrow there, and an arrow here. And we missed with that arrow. You will get closer eventually. There you are. Fortunately for us, you were a little too slow in actually attacking. There is another serpent on the way. They may not actually move any faster while they're in the water, but it looks like they move faster. Did you dodge that attack? That was very deft if you did. Unfortunately for you, you are dead. Let's keep exploring, shall we? And head this way. Any more serpents? Any at all? We've used a lot of arrows here. Anything here, or is this just a massive circle? This is quite a massive circle. And there's nothing here, it would seem. Apart from about half a dozen of our arrows that are now on the floor. And another serpent or two. Hello! How are you? Thanks for trying to kill me, but please don't try and kill me. And you're going to move closer, and you got a bite in, and another one. They are quite tough. Very tough, but it's all experience when we defeat you. Now, where did that go? That went there, and another arrow went there. Marvellous. Let's keep exploring, shall we? Nothing here. So what we're looking for is not here. Maybe it's down there. Maybe it is. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Worst case scenario is it isn't, and we have to keep looking somewhere else. It definitely is in this northern area somewhere. It's just a question of finding where. Anything here? Anything to the south here? Maybe. Or have we found the area that I really, really do not want to find? I might have found that area. Maybe. We're heading east here, and we're going to head a little bit further south. I think we might have found something. Those are slimes. The problem with the slimes is we can't currently fight them. Not very well anyway, because they are entirely submerged. And I don't know how far they chase us. They chase us quite a long distance. A long distance indeed. And what is that? Oh, that's a serpent. Hello, how are you? Are you well? And we missed completely there. Absolutely. You know, we'll just try again. There we go. And again. Excellent. You are now dead. Is there anything there? No. Nothing here either. And nothing here. I thought I heard something. Must be my imagination. We don't yet want to head south. We could, but we don't want to. And there's nothing here either. We're running out of places where we could find that final cylinder. Maybe down here. Maybe. There's only one way to find out, and that's to have a quick look. Perhaps not. We're going to need to keep looking either way, so a little bit more exploring can't hurt. Nothing there. What about here? Nothing that way. What about this way? Down here. We've found it. It took a lot of searching, but we have found the final cylinder. Right there. Right here, to be specific. Quite a lot of exploring had to be done on this side of the sewers, but now we can head back upstairs and drain all of the water. And so, when we come back, folks, we will head back up, drain the water, and then explore again, this time being able to see everything. It'll make it that much easier to find the serpents and also to find the slimes, because the slimes, they move very quickly in the water, which is understandable. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.